Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'll be showcasing one of my favorite decks. Don't get me wrong, Cyber Dragon is my favorite deck, but I also have another one. Let's check it out. Here is my other favorite deck. I love Cyber Dragons, but sometimes it's not healthy to play the same deck all the time. so, sometimes I like to take a little break from my Cyber Dragons and, just have fun. And this is one of my fun decks. You know, is my a lot of people call it Umi Lock. I like to call it my Legendary Fisherman deck because I try to run these guys in there. A lot of people they don't run it in the Umi Lock, but the main reason why I actually run this deck is because I actually want to run these guys Fishermen's. So this deck I run 3 Atlantis, 1 Doom Kraken, 3 Jellyfish, 1 Big Jaws, Legendary Fisherman, Legendary Fisherman 2. I run Penguin Squire because I do run some summonings in here. And then Abyss Shark, Crystal Shark. I run 3 Karyushin. Usually they don't run these sharks with it, but I like to. Just because I can. And then the one and only Legendary Fisherman 3. But of course the original one's always better. And by the time this video came out, I think they're coming out with the new Joey support, Legendary Fisherman support card. If that ever does get released on Master Duel, I might add it in here. We'll see. And then I have Mega Fortress Whale. I have this Ice Jade because I could go for the level 10 Synchro. And a Kaiju Gamma Seal just to out boss monsters. Run 1 Duster, 1 Fury of the Karyushin, 2 Fish Sonar because in real life I don't have my third one yet. Um, Even though I like this deck a lot, I have not committed the time to get the third one yet. So in real life I only have 2, so that's why I have 2 on here. And then 3 Legendary Ocean, 3 Sea Stealth 2, 1 Call By, 3 Torrential Tribute, 3 Ice Barriers, and 3 Sea Stealth Attack. So this deck is more based off of going first. If I'm going second with this deck, it's going to be very, very hard to try to outboss monster like nowadays where they have like 4 3 negates, maybe sometimes even 5, not including hand traps. So this deck is a whole lot better going first. I don't know, I think there is some duels on here me going second, but I just got very lucky with those duels. But yeah, most of the duels I won with this deck is me going first. So in the extra deck we got Toxic Boxfish. Why? Just because I can. Because I think this guy decreases it. Yeah, reduce 1 by 2. Try 1 face down. Honestly, I forgot. I don't know why I had Toxic Box in here. But yeah, I had Brionic, Coral Dragon, uh, Prima Donna, an Emancipator Rising Dragon, Chingying because I could use this girl to go into him. And this Ice Jade girl because of that. Girl 2, Silent Horror Shark, number 37 Shark 2, and then Stealth Kraken because I could go into it with the sharks. And sometimes I could just like hard summon my Jellyfish or my Kraken or my Atlantis and go into it. And these 2 to come out after if this guy gets pop. And then the Abyss Splash sometimes if I could use my Legendary Fisherman or my Karyushin go into it. And then, this guy to go into full armor. And just SP. Alright, let's check it out, see how this deck does. So this first duel is against Yubel, and I am glad that I'm not playing my Cyber Dragon against it. I hate playing Cyber Dragon against Yubel. Don't get me wrong, it's not too bad to out Yubel. With Cyber Dragons, it's just hard to play whenever you're playing like an OTK deck. Because your focus is just, getting damage on the board. Not like this deck where it's control. So whenever they play Yubel, it's kind of like, man, I gotta play around trying to pop those back roll. And then, get rid of his Yubel by monster effect, like banishing or something like that instead of trying to attack it. But yeah, let's continue the duel. So yeah, he went first, and yeah, he used Nightmare Pain, popped that yugioh, search Lotus, and then that yugioh effect, special summon OG yugioh, summon Lotus, tribute Lotus, go to Spare yugioh, and then Spare yugioh effect, set Eternal Favor. I am glad that I opened with Duster. It would have been very hard if I didn't open with Duster. So yep, I opened Penguin Squire, used Duster, chain that, yeah, but he didn't do anything with it. And then I went ahead and used Warrior Atlantis. No, I'm my bad, I used Big Jaws. And then he uses yugioh. I think he probably thought I was playing Sharks. Yep, spare yugioh, summon OG yugioh. And then I used Atlantis. Sadly, he ashed me there. I had to use Fish Sonar here. Yeah, I add Jelly, normal Jelly, use Jelly in Legendary Ocean, summon Shark this way, use Shark to add Abyss Shark, use Abyss Shark, add Crystal Shark, use Crystal Shark, yep, cut Big Jaws, and then Exceed this way to go into the one that absorbs, yep, Silent Honor Shark, use that to absorb one of the OG, like Exceed these two to go for Kraken, the XYZ one, yeah, Stealth Kraken, pop that one, and then swung with these two. And then I use C-Stealth to set. Whenever his turn comes, I flip it, activate Umi. Yep. And now if you try to pop my back row, I could just banish one of my guys instead. Yeah. Summon Beast. Beast add another opening. Use opening, discard, special yugioh. Yeah, he's going to use the bill to set that Nightmare Pain again. He's going to activate it, of course. Yeah. Fusion that girl, and he's going to attack. Got me 19, and then here I decided to banish my guy. Why? Just because I could get my materials back in the graveyard. You see, yeah, my jellyfish, and yeah, was it this guy or was it lantern? I forgot. Must have been jellyfish, and shark. Now I banished it. Maybe I should have waited, let him hit first. Just a little bit more damage, a little bit less damage, cause it would have still been a water 200. I would, I guess, maybe take 200 less, but it's okay. Misplays happen. So I did that purposely just to get jellyfish back in the graveyard and get all these guys back in the graveyard so I could use crystal later, combo off that way. Yep. I Lotus. And then he took advantage of it. He's going to go ahead and try to do as much as he can. Yeah, he popped that Lotus earlier. Now come back, they're all waters again. And then here, I got Gamma Seal. So I was debating which one to tribute. I guess I should tribute first before I combo off. But yeah. Oh, I did tribute, yeah. He ghost spell me. For some reason I thought he uses fusion. But yeah. So I used that Shark from the graveyard, he used ghost spell. And I used Kraken to go ahead and I think I popped my own turtle. No, I think I popped a sea bill. No, I popped my turtle, my bad. Yeah, pop my turtle, burn him for 12. Yep. And then now, since Shark's negated, and then I could win here. Why? Because of Sea Stealth attack. And whenever an original, let's see here. Yeah, when an original level 5 or higher water monster I control battles my opponent, destroy that opponent's monster. So I didn't know if he was not paying attention to that. But yeah. So you see stealth, pop, swing, and swing for game. So this deck against yugioh is not too bad because of that trap and all these other things that I could do. And the second duel is against heroes. So yeah, he went first. I opened fairly good. Duster, Legendary Ocean with Kairyu, not bad. So he went Fusion, Destiny Fusion, oh Fusion Destiny, yeah Fusion Destiny. Yeah, going to DP. Yep, did all his hero plays. Let's see, going to Cross or whatever it's called. Yeah, Cross Crusade. Yeah, Resurrect. Brow Ejector. Crazy how this card's treated as a hero card, but I guess they do need it. And Shuffle. Shadow. Mass Change. And I think, yeah, he did that. And he's gonna summon that. He's gonna go into Dark Law in a bit. Yep, and Neos. Resurrect, well not Resurrect, special from the deck. He's gonna pop his own Shadow so that he could get the Mass Change. Use Mass Change. Yep, bring on Dark Law. Yep, the DPE comes back. And then here, I went ahead and used Duster to get rid of whatever that back row is. Yep, Droplet. So I used Sea Stealth, bait out his DPE. He used it, yeah. I mean, he has to because he couldn't target any of my water if that goes through. Use Legendary Ocean, summon Kairyu, force him to send one. And I had to use Kairyu to add. Because I know here, if he hit this, Torrential is going to go off and it's going to be more devastating for him. So I know he's going to hit Torrential. Yep. So I just set and end my turn because I know he couldn't get past Kairyu. Activate Sea Stealth. And he thought he could punch over it, but nope. Sea Stealth effect. Popped it. So now I summon Injector. I think he was trying to go for Fusion again. But he can't because Kairyu locks him out. He can only go to one that... He can only control one that's not water. So basically, he's locked. It's just like there can only be one or like goes a match. Yep. Kairyu to search. At Sea Stealth. Use Sea Stealth 2. Use Shark. Go into SP Little Knight. Yep. And then he scoops because SP is yeah, with this, I just keep using SP to hit his cards every time he activates. Kairyu just gonna keep adding cards. And this third duel is against Branded Dogmatica Bestials. Yeah, so if I was to play like my Cyber Dragon or a deck that used extra deck, I might have been in a bad spot. But my Legendary Ocean deck, or you know my Fisherman deck here, doesn't really use my extra deck that much. So whatever he did here didn't really hurt me. So when he did that, I took advantage of it. I dumped Ice Barrier. Used Ice Barrier to add my Kairyu in hand because I didn't have it in hand. So he actually helped me there. Yep, and then my lock would be successful. Yep. So save my Kaiju. That, send Kairyu, force him to send one. Kairyu, add my trap. Set those two. I just end my turn. His turn comes, activate my trap. And then he's going to use the fight again to send. And then let me see. Did he send yet? Oh, not yet. But yeah, he made me send, which I was like, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. He didn't realize it. Attack, got popped. Unless he was trying to use Maximus, my bad. And then here, I like what he has here going on. Like, where is it? Yeah, he had Intis, and he sent Albion. I think he was going to add the spell with that. But then in his extra deck, well, I can't view it, but his extra deck, I think he has Omega. I think later he's going to keep sending Omega so he could keep looping his Intest and Omega, which is very smart. I would have never thought of that in a million years, but he didn't get to do that. I think I tribute with my kaiju. Yeah, so he couldn't brand a fusion because he's still locked. I might have tribute on here, I think. Yep, for Kaiyushin at Torrential. In case if he try to pop my Kaiyushin. Let's see. Oh, I went to SP. That's right. Enter battle phase. Use that. Bring back my Kaiyushin. Sea Stealth to banish it. And then, at the end of the battle phase, Sea Stealth 2 is supposed to pop it, but it's no longer on the board. In phase, it will come back with Sea Stealth attack. So, it's like a free Monster Reborn. Okay, so yeah, I did tribute it. Yep. Some Karyushin. Yeah, now he could actually brand fusion. Use SP to banish them both. Because I didn't want my SP to die. Yep. Go to the Billion. Realize he's locked. And then he used Thrust. I didn't know why he did not decide to take control or, other things like that. But I guess he wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyways. Legendary Fisherman. So I use Kairushin. Change to attack mode. Use Ice Barrier to send Legendary Fisherman 5 to the grave. No, not 5. Legendary Fisherman. Bring him back to my hand. Attack. I left his Lebellion there just so he'll be locked. Yep. And then Legendary Fisherman 3, one of my favorite. Why? Because when he is special summon, I could banish all monsters my opponent control. He cannot attack that turn. I chose not to because I still want him locked. I didn't know what else he could do. So, yeah, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also unaffected by spell or trap effects. So, yeah, I mean, he's pretty cool. Activate another Sea Stealth attack just because I can. Yep. Resurrect my Legendary Fisherman. Attack my Karyushin, but it's going to get popped by those. Yep. And then his Alibra came back to hit my Karyushin. Why? I don't know. I think he wasn't thinking. He was trying to do whatever he can. Yeah, and then I think he finally attacked my SP with that. Yep. Got some damage in. Banish my Fisherman so it won't be destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, and he just scooped because there's no way he could out this locked. I was just gonna wait till my turn comes along, and then I would just keep extending and control the game from there. But yeah, if I was to play any other deck that used the extra deck, I would have been in a tough spot. And this last duel I'm gonna show you guys is Killer Tunes, or not Killer Tunes, I guess Kill Tunes or whatever they're called now. But yeah, it's I gotta be honest, it's my only duel I won against him because I gotta go first. Every other duel I play against him, I lost because I was gotta go second. But yeah, so he asked me there, but I got my lock on board already. But he is probably a new duelist because as soon as I lock my Karyushin lock, he still tried to extend. I don't know if he even has hand trap like Imperm on his hand. Because if he did, it would have been a smart move if he'd done that first. So, yep, baited that. Use Legendary Ocean, summon Karyushin. Activate that. Yep, search Fury the Karyushin at Torrential. Set these two, and my turn. Yep. Use Sea Stealth. And then as soon as he summoned this one, and then he's like, wait, how come he can't, do anything else? And that's when he realized, nope, Karyushin says no. But yeah, guys, that's my Legendary Fisherman deck. Let me know what you guys think. This deck is a very fun deck. I recommend you guys playing it. you know, if you guys are like Cyber Dragon play like me, like I said, play other decks is healthy for you. you know, take a little break from Cyber Dragon, play other decks, expand your horizon, and then come back to play Cyber Dragon. Nothing's wrong with that. But other than that, play this deck. It's pretty fun. Something like this just to kind of have fun. It's not competitive in any way. I could tell you guys that for sure. But if you run into some matches where you win, it's pretty fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this deck. I might be changing this deck up in the future. I might play it more in my videos here and there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys want, you guys comment down below what other decks you guys think I could play besides Cyber Dragon. Alright, drop signing out. Peace.